So I'm in this 2017 BMW X1, and apparently I have some tail light malfunctions. So here, I'm going to turn the car on. I didn't start the engine, I just turned the ignition on. There you go. Right tail light malfunction, left tail light malfunction, and right brake / tail light malfunction. So coming around to the rear of the vehicle here, so here's the left side. So you can see there's a bulb here that's working. There's another bulb there. This appears to be the one that's out. So I guess that's the one they're calling the left tail light. Let's come around to the right side. Remember, there was 2 warnings for the right. Now on the right side, that one's working and we got 2 out. I believe that that's the brake light and that's what they're calling the tail light, which would make sense because this one said that there was a right side brake light malfunction as well. So we're going to diagnose this. I checked the fuses already. All the fuses are good. Maybe we'll see if we can figure out what's wrong with this. Hopefully it just needs some bulbs replaced. It's just okay, so to get to both of these bulbs here, and remember on the left side it's that one I have to replace. First we're going to have to pop the tailgate. And then if we come around here, I'm going to remove that screw right there. It's just a plastic little screw. And then I'm going to be able to take this casing out. I got my tools ready here. We're going to use a 10mm socket to get the bolts out. There's a screwdriver. And I got just a little pry bar kit in case we have to pry any molding off. Okay, so here's that first screw. Unscrew that. That's just one of those plastic little screws. And then this whole thing, yep, I don't even need the pry bar. So that just pops right out like that. And then there's 2 bolts there. So we're going to remove those nuts. Grab your 10mm socket. There's one nut. It has a washer encased on it. Put it off to the side. And don't drop it down there, because if you do, you'll be fishing it out. Now I imagine this whole, oh yeah, this whole thing just comes right out. Now, let's see, there's probably some wires attached. Okay, right here. So be careful not to break these clips. Just kind of pry them open a little bit with your fingers. Get the wires out of there. There's another one right here. I'll fish that back. Okay. Now there's just this clip here. Looks like I need a little screwdriver. Maybe I could pry that out. There it is. Okay. That's it. Now we got the whole assembly out. So we want to get that top bulb out. So that's going to be this one. It looks like this whole mechanism is one thing. And there's a couple clips here. See that? So we're going to just bend back on that clip a little bit. Bend down on this. So we just need to squeeze these clips. I'm just trying to be careful not to break anything. There we go. Okay, so that one clicked out. So press that tab down and then pry back a little bit. That one's being a little bit stubborn. There we go. There we go. So what I did, I released that clip and that clip by squeezing both of those in and then pulling it out. Good. Pull down on that and just shimmy the whole thing out here. And it doesn't look burnt out. Okay, so I ran to the store and I picked up 4 new bulbs. I'm just going to replace all 4 of them, might as well at this point. So there's the part number. I got these at Advanced Auto Parts 7506, also compatible with 1073. They are a perfect match, so I'm going to pop them in. So pop the old bulbs out, just give it a little tiny turn. They pop right out. I'm going to grab my new bulbs here. Yeah, grab them with a clean paper towel so I don't touch the bulb and get any filthy hands on them. Pop that into place. There's the other one popped into place. Now I'll grab the assembly again. And this only goes on one way where the clips are. So that goes in. Make sure the front clips in right there in the front. And then the two will snap in the back like that. Tuck your wires back under where they belong. That one went back here. Okay. Slide the whole assembly back. Let me scoot over to this view. Line the studs up. Make sure everything's flush. Grab your nuts. Get them started. Make sure they don't cross thread. They're started on. Don't go nuts if you're using an impact like me. This just slips back into place here. Make sure that that hole lines up and over that. You don't have to get it under all that molding. It just sits there flat. That screw hole will line up. Gotta find that screw. There it is. It's just that plastic piece, which I think you can just shove in. That's it. All back together. Let's check it out, see if it works. Okay, with the new bulbs installed, let's get back into the vehicle and see if that corrected the problem. Press the start key. Let's see if the right tail light malfunction, left tail light malfunction. So that didn't correct the problem, not with the tail lights anyway. The brake light definitely worked. And that was obviously burnt out. I did see that bulb, it was black, but something else is going on with these tail lights. So we got to dig deeper. So I referred to the owner's manual here and I started looking, and if you remember, I had replaced that bulb and that bulb. And if we identify everything here, vehicles with halogen headlights, which is me, inside brake light is 4. That one was good. This is the one that's on the tailgate. Tail lights, which is where I'm getting the warning message, it claims it's right there. So let's lower this a second. And if we come over here and we look at the tail light, you'll see there's only one bulb there. Well, I removed it now so you can't see it. And over here, they're like hidden bulbs. So look what I found. So if I lift it back up, I pop this out, there's actually 2 bulbs here. That's the brake light. That one is kind of just hidden behind some kind of a screen. But then look, then there's this little one. And look what I found. Let me pop it out. Look at how black that is. Back here, and then that tiny little bulb, that's what they're calling the tail light, and that's what's burnt out. So let me show you how I popped this off on the other side. And there's this panel on here, so I'm just going to take a little panel stick here and pop that off. I gave it a little twist, and that just comes right off. And then up in here, there's one, let me get light. There's a 1, 2, 3 tabs. So you squeeze them in and pull it down. Just gotta wiggle them a little bit. Make sure you get all 3 tabs. And then once those tabs clear, pull it out, and there's all your bulbs. And there it is again. Look at that. It's black. Look at that. How do you like that? So both of these burnt out for some odd reason. See how black they both are? So it's back to the store. Well, at least now I know what it is. Okay, after another trip to the store, here's the tail light bulbs. There's the 2 burnt out ones. Here's the brand new ones. Again, Advanced Auto Parts, part number 2825. It's a 5-watt bulb. So I'm gonna pop them in and see if this solves the problem. Okay, I got both of those tail lights back in. Everything's buttoned up. Let's see if it solved the problem. We'll turn the ignition on. Let's see if any warnings come up. That's a good sign so far. That solved the problem there. And if you could see right behind this lens, that's the little bulb that I replaced that they're calling the tail light. So I ended up replacing a lot of these big bulbs. The brake light, I replaced that, which now I know is the blinker. I thought it was out because I didn't see anything illuminating, but that's okay. So I ended up changing 4 of those big bulbs, and then I changed these. And then that little bit of a glow there, that's the tail light. That's that little bulb that had to be replaced. So that's it. It was a simple fix. It would have been a lot simpler if I looked at the owner's manual to start with and saw what an actual tail light was, rather than assuming that that top bulb was the one that was out. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped with something. Catch you in the next one.